This video is for those people who like their accents but feel pressure to get rid of them because they keep seeing people like me talking about how to get rid of them. Now, this is a very controversial title, right? Especially coming from someone who loves working on their accent. But hear me out. This question has been raised so many times in the comments. Should I change my accent? Should I acquire a particular standard accent if I don't want to? And this is a very good question, and I'm gonna share my thoughts on this, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments. If you're someone who loves a particular accent like British, American, or Australian, etc., and you genuinely enjoy working on it and improving, then absolutely go for it. There are actually some benefits for your overall fluency, such as confidence boost, for example. When you sound closer to the accent you admire, it can make you feel more confident when speaking. Plus, working on an accent often helps you sound clearer, making it easier for others to understand you. It can improve your listening skills. Focusing on an accent can improve your ability to recognize subtle sounds and patterns in speech, making it easier to understand native speakers. Also, naturally develop better rhythm, stress, and intonation, which are key elements of sounding fluent and engaging. However, if this isn't your cup of tea, if you don't enjoy working on your accent and you don't feel like you need to, then focus on clarity of your speech instead. And here's where I'd like to talk about the difference between working on your pronunciation to make your speech clearer and working on your accent to sound a certain way. Before we move any further, we want to say a big thank you to Elsa Speak for sponsoring this portion of the video. And I'm honestly very excited to talk about and introduce you guys to their new feature, which is Elsa AI. This app will allow you to have a real conversation with Elsa AI. And when I say real, I mean it. The app will talk to you and respond just like people do in real life. It's very realistic. Moreover, you can practice your speaking and conversational skills without any fear of making mistakes and being judged. On top of that, you will receive feedback and an in-depth evaluation on your performance after the conversation. Elsa AI is completely free for all Elsa users, however, with some limitations. So if you don't have the Elsa app already, you can click the link in the video description or in the pinned comment, or you can scan this QR code that you can see on the screen to download Elsa for free. And then if you want unlimited usage of Elsa AI, you can click the other link in the video description or in the pinned comment and get an amazing discount off of Elsa Premium. Okay, I think that I'll go with surprise me.
You will play a frustrated customer waiting on hold. I will be the customer service representative. We will communicate over the phone. Your goal is to express frustration and get your issue resolved. Do you have any questions or changes before we start?
Let's start.
Hello, thank you for calling. How can I assist you today?
Hello, yesterday I bought a TV from you and it doesn't work.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you please provide me with your order number so that I can check the details?
Sure, no problem. It's 1234.
Thank you for providing the order number. I can see that the TV was delivered to you yesterday. Can you please tell me what seems to be the issue with the TV? In that case, I suggest we arrange for a service technician to come and inspect the TV. Can you tell me what is your location and when would be a convenient time? Roleplay completed. Well done. We are computing your feedback.
So as you can see, guys, you can have a very realistic conversation with Elsa AI and you can play around with it and talk to it for as long as you want. I personally think that it's a great way to practice and improve your English. So give it a try and let me know what you think. And now let's get back to the video. When you're working on your pronunciation, the goal is to make sure people understand you easily. It's about hitting the right sounds, stressing the correct syllables, and speaking at a pace that's clear and natural. And this is something everyone benefits from, no matter their accent. On the other hand, working on your accent is about achieving a specific sound, like wanting to sound more American, British, or Australian. It's more about style than a function. While it can be fun and rewarding, it's not a must-have for being understood or fluent. So, if you're happy with your natural accent and people can understand you just fine, there's no need to stress about sounding like someone else. Communication is the goal, not perfection. I personally love hearing other people's accents and only realized this after moving to the US and talking to so many different people from all around the world. People sound beautiful, unique, and authentic. To be clear, I've never thought that having an accent was bad. It's just that I really enjoyed and still enjoy working on my American accent. But whenever I talk to Americans, especially those from big cities like Chicago, about accents or English in general, most of them always tell me that they love accents too. Our accents are part of our personalities and history. They tell our stories. This is definitely not something to be ashamed of because everyone has one. Absolutely everyone has an accent. I always make sure to say that I'm all for acquiring an accent if that's what you feel like doing. I'm the one who talks about getting rid of your accent or improving your accent all the time. But I'm really just speaking to those who want this, whose goal is to work on their accent, just like it was mine. I wanted to work on my accent. But if you're not one of those people, I want you to know that that's absolutely okay. You don't have to. As long as your speech is clear, you're good. You're amazing just the way you are, and you're doing an incredible job. And personally, and I'm sure there are more people out there like me, I never judge anyone based on their accent or their English in general. I also want to give you a couple of examples of very famous celebrities who also happen to be my favorites, whose accents didn't get in the way or affect their success at all. In fact, I'd even say their accents helped them stand out, along with their incredible talents, of course. And the first one will be Sofia Vergara. She's an absolute legend, and what makes her so unforgettable is that she's hilarious, super confident, and 100% herself. Her accent, it's iconic. She has this thick Colombian Spanish accent.
Fair, because it's my coffee. I want to take it in my like thermal, the thing that you take your coffee.
A mug. A mug? Yeah, a mug. Yeah.
And instead of trying to hide it or fix it, she leans all the way into it. And that's what makes her so funny. She takes what some people might think of as a flaw, her imperfect English or her little mistakes, and turns it into pure comedy gold.
The Hollywood Foreign Press Association has an anal tradition. I didn't mean anal.
She even laughs at herself right along with everyone else, which just makes her so relatable and lovable. Like in Modern Family, Gloria wouldn't be half as funny without Sophia's unique spin on her. She knows how to turn every little mispronunciation or mix-up into something so charming and hilarious that you can't stop laughing.
Discombobulated.
Discombobulous. I give me like 3 times. Flinglombastulating. Luke!
I don't know. I mean, they haven't changed his name. Is this the first time you've had to say his name in a scene?
No.
Okay, then. What the hell is this?
I told you, Jay. I called your secretary and told her to order you a box of baby cheeses.
I also know that she's improved her accent since her Modern Family days to play more serious roles, which I totally understand. It's natural for people to want to grow and improve and try new things. And I'm not saying that I don't like her anymore, but I 100% enjoyed her way of speaking back in her Modern Family days. Or let's take Salma Hayek as an example. She's totally one of a kind, and a big part of what makes her so special is her accent. Like, if she ever tried to hide it or get rid of it, she'd lose a big part of her charm.
And I have no Botox. No Botox, no fillers.
So much.
But I do confess, I do pull my hair. You see this is like but here's a little bit pull and it's giving me a headache, but I am...
That accent adds so much personality to her roles. It's warm, melodic, and just makes everything she says stand out. Honestly, if she had ever tried to fit in by changing her accent or toning down her personality, she wouldn't be Selma anymore. That's what makes her so cool. She owns who she is. And that's why she's unforgettable. And there's countless examples, and not just in the entertainment industry. The bottom line is, if you're happy with your natural accent and you feel like it's part of who you are, you don't have to change it. An accent is not a barrier to fluency or effective communication. At the end of the day, what matters most is how clearly and confidently you express yourself. So whether you decide to work on your accent or embrace it, the choice is entirely yours. So, what do you think? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit all the buttons and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in the next one.